Hello, welcome to the Classifying the Changing Voice tutorial. I want to kind of walk you through the steps of how to classify your voice from the home. You will need a keyboard, and you will need either a printout or a computer with which you could access the various steps that have been given to classify your changing voice. Let's start with step one. Step one will require that you familiarize yourself with the grand staff, which does include visual representation of the treble clef, the bass clef, and actually the actual keyboard, really delineating middle C. Step two will be also a familiarization of what half steps are. This is a review from what we found out in class, and there is a video there that really goes in depth with how to determine the half steps on the piano. Step number three is testing procedures. You will begin by, again, you will need a piano. You will begin by determining the pitch of your normal speaking voice. So I will do hello, 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 hello. Mine is the D just above middle C. Once you figure that out, be sure to label it on the staff, the grand staff, which is provided to you at in the packet at the end of the packet. Be sure that during that particular test period, you label the date, just so that we have some sort of perspective in your change, right? So, hello. Make sure you notate that initial speaking pitch with a circular note. We will notate our highest and our lowest singing tones with a diamond shaped note. So once you determine that, we will go on to step number four, where we will find the upper singing pitch. We will use as a reference the speaking voice, which in my case, once again, is D. D. So we will go up by half step until we find our highest level a pitch of a note, right? So a couple of things to remember. Signs of strain will tell you when to stop. So when you feel that you are no longer comfortably singing in the higher pitch, in the higher range rather, then that is your range. So I'll start hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. So mine is a B. I'd say about an octave and a half above middle C. So I will notate that with a diamond-shaped note, right? Just keep in mind, feel free to go into your falsetto voice if you're able to. Now, we'll skip to step number four, which is finding the lower singing pitch. Once again, we will use the speaking voice pitch as reference, and then we will move down from there. To reiterate, signs of strain will tell you when to stop, naturally. So, hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. So at that point, I'm beginning to feel strange. So I will say that my lowest pitch note is F, just below middle C. After that, we will skip to step number five. We will look at our range that we've notated and really determine our range, the name of our range based on the chart that is given here in step number five. One thing to remember is, though, this chart is a reference. Your voice might not necessarily fall under the entire range of this. So just keep in mind your voice is changing, and eventually you will be able to be categorized. Just a reminder, when you notate on the grand staff, date your testing date, and then when you're finished, label the range name so that we have some sort of progress, okay? Well, enjoy.